Hey you guys, and welcome to Sunshine Haze. I am Aja A. As you see tarot cards on your screen, this time around I'm trying to get them up on time now that the retrograde is over. Time for a tarot reading, tarot forecast. This is our typical new moon, lunar cycle tarot forecast. This time around we are in the last lunar cycle of the year, and that would be Sagittarius. So going to be looking at early December to like early January-ish, almost mid-ish. So December to January. This video is for Sag, so first and foremost, happy birthday to you. So Sag Sun, Sag Moon, Sag Rising. If you feel like what I'm saying in this video is not resonating with you, go on and check out your moon and or rising sign. Remember, these are general videos, so they may touch some people and some of you they may not resonate with, okay? Alrighty, it's gonna go on and get this deck shuffled, these decks shuffled for you guys. And today, like I said, it's our typical new moon spread. Gonna be looking at our 5 cards, looking at the energy, any crossing energies for you guys during this next month. Also going to be looking at, since we're dealing with your energy, where you need to gain a better understanding. Sag is a very philosophical sign, kind of looking at where you need to be looking more so at the big picture. And then also going to be looking at where you need to tap into that adventurous energy and just take a leap of faith as well, okay? And then as always, a little soul message. Something extra for you to take away with you from this reading. I just woke up, you guys, so I apologize for the frogginess or the hoarseness in my voice. It's also kind of cold. Alright, I think we are good with this one. I got the deck. By the way, I know I did not get the Scorpio forecast up in time for the Scorpio cycle, but they are backdated if you're interested in going and reflecting and just seeing, you know, what was going down. They are up there. Wow. Okay. I don't remember if you got that for the Scorpio cycle or not, but that was coming out a lot for you guys during the Scorpio cycle. I wish I could have gotten those forecasts up, but it's okay. It's all good. Whatever. With that being said, what video should you guys be watching? I would like for you guys to watch of course, the Sagittarius lunar cycle, the new moon in Sagittarius video. We are rounding out the fall season, so I do still have those autumn equinox tarot forecasts up. I will have another little bonus, actually a couple bonuses going up towards the end of this month, and then at the beginning of the year, I will have your 2019 tarot forecast up as well. With that being said, as I'm putting up all these free readings, if you're interested in booking your own or having your own personalized, specialized reading, please visit my Etsy store and book a reading with me. You can also send me an email, and I have all that information linked down below, okay? And I think that's really it. Oh, I would also suggest watching the Jupiter transiting Sag video. I have that up as well. And then also, because we are still in the shadow of the Mercury retrograde, I would check out the Mercury retrograde video. It wasn't too wild for me, but like it definitely did come for my electronics and my punctuality. I was so late to work so many times. And then like I didn't miss, I recorded all of them. My laptop cord had a short in it, and we were rocking for a minute. It wasn't Old Faithful. What's that? You guys have the 7 of Swords and the 5 of Cups coming out. So this comes with a little bit of a message of possibly putting your energy towards something that you feel like you have to put it towards. I don't know, say for instance like work, because you're thinking about all the things that you have to pay for, have to take care of, but not necessarily feeling very happy with what you're doing. And that's really the only message that I have for that. And you got the 5 of Wands sitting on the bottom of the deck, so this tells me that like you're exerting your energy into things that you don't necessarily so much care about. You underneath the surface feel like there could be something else you could be doing, something that you'd be more happy doing, something that you'd be happier doing. Sorry, baby little OCD Capricorn rising, I need y'all to see all the cards. You know what, y'all probably could have already seen that, whatever, anyways. But yeah, that 7 of Swords, feeling kind of constricted, kind of feeling like you're not being yourself doing what you're doing. and just not really feeling happiness, feeling joy around it. And the Five of Wands is you really trying to put your energy into doing something different, but kind of feeling not necessarily, kind of feeling a little scattered, or kind of feeling a little like overburdened, overworked, not able to figure out how to successfully direct your energy to get the outcomes that you want. But we're gonna pull these cards and see what's really popping, Sag. Okay, I guess we're not gonna pull these cards and see what's really happened. Y'all said, here's the fire. It's always y'all fire signs. Okay, Death. King of Coins. Seven of Wands, yep. Four of Wands. Six of Wands. Seven of Swords again. Seven of Swords, there comes that being unhappy, feeling kind of restricted, feeling like you're not doing what you want to do, but not really wanting to speak on it because you feel like you're doing what you have to do. Six of Wands is really saying that there is hope, but you do need to plan for the future. Oh, and that Seven of Wands coming out is saying, hey, this, whatever it is you're trying to do, this change, this shift, it's going to be a you thing. A lot of people may not necessarily understand it, but it is all for the better. It will bring you that stability and that, what is the word I'm looking for? Stability. And I can't think of the word, y'all, but this card says that all of these shifts, all these changes coming in for you are meant to be. They are going to turn out to be successful, but you've got the Death card here, so you've got to let something go. You've got to let something die. You've got to move away from something, Sagittarius. Happy birthday, y'all. Throwing out half of my deck at me. Crazy, crazy. Fire sign people. It's always the fire signs that be having my cards flying out. It's usually fire or air. All right, let's finish shuffling this deck. See what's popping for you guys. Crossing energies. Curious to see what the leap of faith is, because I feel like it's tied to all those cards that fell out for you. All right, I think we can cut it. Need to cut it. Ooh, the way that I'm sitting, oh guys, ow. I started doing my home workouts again. So my body is sore. And the way I was just sitting was not, that was not it, y'all. That was not it. Okay, I got, where's my selenite one? Okay, y'all. Coming up at the heart of your spread, you've got the choice card. And it is as it says it is now, y'all. I'm sorry, I gotta get a little more comfortable. Oh my goodness. Sorry. You've got the choice card coming up at the center of your spread, and it is as it says it is. With this being your new year, it never fails. It happens every time I do the readings for whoever's cycle it is, whoever's lunar cycle that it is. They come in with this new, like, rejuvenated energy, kind of with this new fresh perspective of, no, I can create, I can manifest my own destiny. So that's what you've got popping up here, is the choice card saying, hey, Sag, this is your new year, this is your new start, your new beginning. You can actually create the opportunities that you want, or you can at least lay the foundation for the opportunities that you want. You can create the pathway to your goals and your dreams. Anything that you want to see happen, you do have the ability to manifest, but you've got to do so with positive intention. This is also a card that talks about past influences. And I think that is coming up a little bit for you, Sag, because we have so many things, so many planets, so many cosmic energies in your sign right now. And as you know, your sign is a very, very spiritual sign. And what's most important right now is that we've got Jupiter in Sagittarius for the next year. And Jupiter is a planet of growth and expansion. And you are a sign of growth and expansion and adventure. So this card comes with a little bit of an energy of saying like, look at this past year with the Jupiter being in Capricorn, and just kind of see all the things that you learned, see all the things that the foundations or the ways that you decided to, you know, think about creating your own foundations, because you're going to need those pieces of information, those things that you developed as you move forward into tapping really into your energy this year with all of these things being in it, at least during this time. For everybody, I know we're really feeling this new fresh jolt of energy, although it's the end of the year with your sign's energy attached to it. We've really got this like go get it hustler mentality, like, oh, let's get to where we've been trying to go to. So choice card coming up here is saying that this is the energy for you this month. We're ending out the year, so it makes sense, and you guys are starting your year, so it makes sense that, you know, during this time you guys are really going to be, for this next month, you're probably really going to be very reflective, really looking at things that you want to do away with, things that you want to start to incorporate, really just looking at, you know, what it is that you want, what it is that you need, and how you can bring yourself to that point. And because you guys are that fire, you have that drive, you have that energy of action, that essence of action, and you have your Sagittarian energy attached to it, you really do have the ability to, you know, pun intended, dart forward with this choice energy. Now, I'm still not comfortable, guys. Coming up in the position that's crossing you, you've got the Temperance card. And as we all know, the Temperance card is typically a card that points to healing yourself and nurturing yourself and regrounding yourself and, you know, finding your way back to you and things of that sort. So very interesting that it's coming up in the crossing position of you making all these choices. So you're in this new energy of, what do I want? What do I need? What do I want to start, right? You've got the Temperance card here that, with this Fountain Tarot deck, this is a card that comes with the energy of turning, and the best way that I can put this is turning your ears from the external, from the outside world, inwards, to listen to your inner voice, to listen to your soul, to listen to your heart, to listen to your thoughts, to see what it is that you need and what it is that you need to be doing to create, 1, a better mental, 2, a better physical, 3, a better spiritual for yourself, in order to, you know, grow, in order to progress, in order to, you know, proceed towards what it is that you're trying to do, or what it is that you know you're going to do. Let me put it like that. Speak with intention, y'all. And this is a card that also carries an energy of like very high possibilities. It's a very, very hopeful card. So coming up in the crossing position is telling me that, Sag, you might be in this space to where you're like, focusing a little bit more so on the things that you have going on. Again, all those cards that were falling out earlier, and I was talking about working. I don't know why that came up as work, but I feel like for a lot of you, maybe you're very, very much so focused on, you know, I've got bills to pay, I've got things that I'm trying to get together, and the only way that I can do that is to work, and the only way that I can work and ensure that I'm making the money that I need is to work this job that I'm not happy doing. It's to do this work that I could care less about, that kind of sucks the soul out of me. The Temperance card here is saying, okay, Sag, we understand you got shit to do. We all got shit to do, and we're all kind of, not all of us, but there's a lot of us that are in this space right now to where it's like, no, I see the success down this path, but this is the more traveled path, and this is what people expect from me, and this other path is a little bit more difficult, but I'm really considering going down that path, you know. And I feel like, Sag, you're kind of at that crossroads during this month. This Temperance card is telling me that you're more so listening to what's going on around you, as opposed to listening to yourself, going within, and thinking about the choices that you can make and the success that you can create for yourself. I do talk about in these spreads, these crossing energies being energies that we can very much so turn into an upright position to become a supporting energy, and this Temperance card is no different in this spread. Figure out ways to kind of quiet the noise around you. There's always going to be people in your ear. It's always going to be people trying to tell you what to do, but you guys are fire and you guys are adventurous. So this card being in a crossing position is telling me that you're really not resonating in your fire. You're more so kind of, this card in this deck resonates with a little bit of water and air energy for me. So you're really in your head about the way that you feel about what people think about what you're doing, and then also about what you think is supposed to be right, or how you think things are supposed to be done. But you don't have to live that life, Sag. Like you truly honestly don't. You guys have the energy. If you wanted to create your own opportunities, like I said earlier, you can. We, at this point during this month, especially being in your new year, you want to be a little selfish and focus on you. Listen to yourself, listen to your heart, heed your intuition. that is what's going to lead you down the road towards the choices that you need to make to create the success that is really meant for you, as opposed to just tapping into the community pot of success that doesn't even have enough for everybody to share, you know? I hope y'all like my analogies today. Okay, coming up in the next position, this is the position of where do you need to gain a little bit of a better understanding? Where do you need to be looking more so at the bigger picture? And you've got the Ace of Swords, which tells me that you need to shift your perspective, which is very interesting because you are a very perspective. You guys, Sag, you guys are a sign that has the ability to really see things and understand things from several different points of view, and it's because you resonate with a very highly spiritual energy and also a very, very intense philosophical energy. This Ace of Swords here is telling me that you need to, again, well, no, I didn't say this earlier. I was saying you weren't resonating in your fire. At this point, Sag, you need to be looking at the way that you're looking at the world. You need to be looking at the way that you're doing things and the way that you think about things. It's not necessarily so much your action as it is the way that you think about your action and the way that you think about the results that your action will bring forth. This is a card of extreme clarity. This is the card that says, okay, you couldn't see clearly? Well, guess what? Now the rain is gone for real, for real. The sun is shining. There are no clouds in the sky. This is everything you needed to know. This is everything you needed to see. So Sag, for you, you literally, like, it's so funny because this reading is designed with your energy in mind for the placements of these cards, but you've really got to, and even though this is an air card, you've really got to tap into your energy, that philosophical energy, Sag. What were you doing in this past year that didn't work for you? What things did you try under that Jupiter being in Capricorn that didn't work for you, that just fell apart? What things did you start building upon, or at least start thinking about building upon? And how were you looking at those things in separate instances, in smaller scale ways? And how can you start to bring it all together? This clarity card coming up is saying that that is what you need to do. You need to, instead of looking at these things as one thing here, one thing there, one thing there, one thing there, that you need to put your energy into. Again, remember you had that Five of Wands come out, exerting your energy scattered, not really having a place to ground it, but just putting it all over the place. Where were you sending all that fiery Sagittarian energy during this past year, Sagittarius? And instead of looking at these things in separate instances, how can you bring this all together and start to look at everything as a bigger picture? And I feel like once you add all the components together and you piece by piece put the puzzle together, things will start to become more clear for you, and you will actually be able to tap into this Temperance energy upright, listening to yourself in order to make those choices that you need to make to bring about that success and that happiness that you want with the things that you're trying to build upon or that you could build upon, okay? The next card that you have coming up in your spread is the Six of Coins, and that's in the position of where do you just need to take a leap of faith? Where do you need to be a little adventurous? Where do you just need to go for it, right? Six of Coins. So this is an interesting card because this is a card of stability. And so far your spread is talking about having a little bit of fire, having a little bit of air, and just kind of going for it. And then you get in the going for it position, an Earth card, right? This card more so talks about gratitude. I think for you, Sag, especially because you guys are fire, and this is not to say that you're not spiritual, that you don't, pray, that you don't do whatever you do, like whatever your routines are. But this card coming up here does tell me that, you've been, again, all them cards falling out, what I was talking about earlier, how I was saying, like, you guys just really thinking about work or thinking about what you have to do in order to sustain or in order to survive. Focusing more so on what has to be done, focusing more so on what you need to do, as opposed to taking the time to stop and smell the roses. That's the best way that I can put it. Taking a little bit of time in your day to take a breath of fresh air and just be grateful for the things that have transpired, the things that you do have, and the understanding that you're gaining around the things that haven't yet transpired or that you haven't acquired just yet. Six of Coins says take this leap of faith. So the best way that I can put this message is to, instead of Sagittarius looking at what you need to get done, what you need to build upon, what you need to do, right now, at least in this first month of your year, is more so a time to just give yourself a little bit of credit and acknowledge yourself for the things that you have done. And then at the same time, thank God, thank the universe, thank your guides, your angels, your ancestors, whoever, whatever, thank yourself, your higher self, whatever, for what you have gained on this journey called life so far. We sometimes forget that the energy that we put out is the energy that we receive, and that's not just towards people, that's just in general. So if you're putting out gratuitous energy to the universe or to God or whoever, you start to see positive changes in your life. And I can attest to this. There have been times when I would be very frustrated about like finances, and I would just be mad and not even thinking about like, you know, well, I could be broke. And there have been times when I've been broke, but I just be like mad and I'm not even thinking about like it could be worse. And then there would be times where that it'd be the same situation, but I'd more so be like, well, you know, it could be worse. And when I had that mindset, it was more so I saw things start to change. I saw little here and there. I get like a client here that, you know, got me through the end of the week or some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Something of the, like, you have to change. Again, you have to shift your perspective, shift the way that you're looking at things, because that is, I say this in a lot of my videos, the way that we think and the way that we speak carries a lot of power. And you have the ability to create. Again, you have the ability to manifest your own destiny, but you've got to do it with good intention, okay? You've got to shift your perspective and the way that you're looking at things, the way that you're thinking about things, and also just be grateful for what has transpired so far. Things will get better if they're not better already, or if they're not already starting to. You guys are in a new year, so if you haven't started to see a change already, it's definitely going to be coming in for you soon. That you're the timing, that is energy that you guys are going to be working with. Again, divine timing. Okay. All right. Sag, what's next? The last card that you got coming up in your spread is in the position of your soul message, and you've got the Union card. And this is a pretty good card to have coming up as your soul message. This is a card talking about tying it all together. And because you have the Temperance card as your crossing energy here, I think this is coming more so with the message of alignment. Again, you're coming into your new year, you're coming out of your old. So naturally when we come out of the old and we release, we kind of go off kilter, we kind of lose our balance, we kind of, you know, our equilibrium is a little bit off, right? So this Union card is coming up in your soul message to say, hey, there's a lot of changes going on for you. There's a lot of things that you're walking away from. There's a lot of things that you're doing away with. There's a lot of things that you're going out of. In order to turn this energy upright and to make it a supporting energy for this choice energy that you're supposed to be tapping into this month, you've got to figure out a way to come back into alignment. You've got to figure out a way to turn yourself in, to turn those ears inward so that you can listen to yourself and bring yourself into this alignment, this union. So for you, Sag, especially because you have those cards falling out about scattered energy, I think, and because you have a lot of mental energy coming up in your spread, I was going to say, I think you may be, I think for you guys, it would make a lot of sense for you to do some like meditations in regards to gaining clarity. And after gaining the clarity, then you can do meditation in regards to that stability. So you can tap into that, taking that leap of faith, because this is also an earth card. So it does also carry just the energy of, you know, grounding and financial stability, and it's the sixth, so it is the card of budding growth. Whatever it is that typically makes you feel good, whatever it is that typically makes you feel positive, makes you feel all aligned and whole and complete, now would be a good time to start bringing those routines back in for yourself, especially because it is your new year. This is the best time to start new things, or at least revive new things that you would like to be consistent in your life, okay? So for you, Sag, this month is all about clarity. It's all about listening to yourself and making the right choices for you. That Seven of Swords is that was the like, hey, don't worry about what's going on outside of you. Worry about what's going on inside of you, and don't be shameful about it. Like you can have all the pride in your decisions, okay? All right, Sag. Hope that provided y'all with a little bit of insight. If you feel like you need a more in-depth reading, please feel free to book a reading with me through my Etsy shop. I did talk about all that in the beginning of the video. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to drop them down below. I check my channel pretty frequently now that the retrograde is over, so I will respond to you. If you have any Sag friends, please share this with them, or people with a lot of Sag placements in their chart. Please share this with them. If you know anybody trying to check up on their little Sagittarian boos, you got the Ten of Coins coming out. So, Sag, whatever this shift is, whatever it is that's not making you happy, and the things that you're thinking about building upon that are going to make you happy, and coming into that clarity and finally figuring it out and understanding it. Just know that it is going to bring you success. It is going to bring you abundance. This is the 10 of coins, okay? Anyways, as I was saying, got any little Sag friends or any friends trying to creep on their Sag booze, you can send them this video too. You guys share my videos all the time. Thank you so much. Thank you for rocking with me so long. It's been a year now. I'm proud of myself. I thank you guys for watching all my videos. Appreciate you. If you're still listening to me 25 minutes in, please go on and hit that little subscribe button so you can keep up with when I put out new videos. Okay, Sag, I'm kind of over you guys. The Magician and the 3 of Coins. Yeah, you guys got to start making moves on what it is that you're interested in. It's time to start creating and building upon your foundation. Or creating your own foundation and building upon it. Okay. I'm hearing an echo, and I hope that wasn't happening through the whole video. If it was, I apologize. All right, I said like. No, I didn't say like. If you like this video, please go on and hit the little thumbs up button for me. I said share, I said comment, I said subscribe. Yeah, that's it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I will see y'all next time.